Good morning, guys. Happy Valentine's Day. Long time no talk. I've been really sick, guys. I think the last video I did was Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday before I had gone to urgent care, I think. And I did try to get like a few clips this week, and I wasn't feeling it. And if I'm not feeling it, I'm not really posting it because I want to be genuine, you know. Don't mind the 2 pimples I wake up to on Valentine's morning. What the hell? But I did put the medicine from my dermatologist on there, so hopefully it starts working. My hair is still wet from the shower. I'm not ready yet for my whole day. I just left work after my morning shift, and I have a few places to stop. I want to go to Target, want to go to the dollar store, got to stop at Wawa. I got to pick the kids up their little gifts. I already got them their little cards and candy and stuff, but I want to see what else they have I can put in their cubbies for them so they're excited when they come out of school today. And also I have to pick something up for Stanley. It really sucks because my brother and Stanley's mom, she's my sister, no matter what, she's my sister, they actually split up on Valentine's last year, or the night before. So I always, like last year I got them a little something, so I think I'm gonna do the same thing this year, just so you know they have, but both of them have like others, I don't know, so we'll see. I was super excited to give Mike his gifts this morning. I got him a Predator trilogy comic book. The thing's like that thick, but I played a pretty good trick on him. I told him, because I forgot the name, I'm an idiot, but he always shows it to me when we go downtown to this one comic place, and I thought it was the right book, but I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to mistake it. They have like a shelf of maybe like 6 or 8 of these really thick comics, and there's one like Predator versus Batman, and just because Batman's in there, the thing's like $50, which is crazy. But I called him and I was like, hey, what was the one you wanted? And he was like, just Predator, not the Batman one. Like, and I was like, oh my God, babe, they are sold out. Like, I just asked the guy, there's a missing space on the shelf. I knew it had to be the one that you wanted because there was only one. And he was like, no, oh my God, it's like, we've been going there for a year. How did they sell out? And I was like, yeah, someone must have got it this week, he said. And I even told the guy who worked there, like, hey, listen, if this phone number or this, and he knows us, so the guy recognizes us now. Not knows us, but recognizes us. I was like, if this number or this person calls, please tell him, like, yeah, it's sold out and you're not going to have it in for a while. So I totally tricked him with that. He got that. And then, I got him a big pop figure. We collect pops, but only certain kinds. And we found one from Game of Thrones. And if anyone knows Game of Thrones, like, I mean, who doesn't? You must be living under a rock. But quite a few people didn't watch it. I mean, I was one of them people. I didn't watch it until way, like, years later. But it's the big giant, and he's getting shot with all the arrows, that scene. And we really like seeing pop figures, like an actual moment. And he, I got him that guy, and he's really big. So I'll post pictures on here later for this video. And then the last thing I got, there's this vintage shop I go to down on South Street, and they have like all type of old-timey stuff. It's vintage, and they have comic books from the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. And they only have a few of them. And I was scrolling through, and there was one called True Romance or something, and it's just really cute. It's a guy and girl kissing, but it's all sealed and stuff. And he, I got him that because it was just not only Valentine's, but he loves comics. He's extremely into comics, let's just put it that way. And I figured after he can look through it, it's really cool. They have like back in the 40s and 50s, like all the ads they would put out for men and women, and it's just, the pages are all yellow. I don't know, it's just like a moment in time in this book. It's just a frozen moment, and I love it. But for those ones, we like to frame them, and we have a lot of really cool stuff that we really have to like get hung up and everything. But I'm super excited. I'm trying to think what else. So I've been really sick. I had bronchitis, and that shit sucked like big time. And to top it off, the week was like hectic as ever. I had off work Monday. Well, I was out because I was sick. I talked to my boss over the weekend. I was out Monday, which for me to call out or like schedule out, like I've got to be dying. And they knew that. Like my one boss was like, oh my God, like, and then the one coworker I work with was saying like, if Tony's out, something is definitely wrong. Like she's on death's door. But actually it wasn't. I don't know, like I talked to you guys Saturday. I went to urgent care. I wasn't coughing. I just felt like pressure and underwater. And she's like, yep, you have bronchitis. You know, I started taking the Zyrtec D and they gave me a Z-Pack and an inhaler. And I felt like I was all right. And then all of a sudden it just hit me. It was fever and chills and my throat felt so swollen and it was horrible. I don't wish it on anyone, but it wasn't as bad as the flu, so it could always be worse. But I got through it. Monday morning, here I am super sick, and Stanley's daycare, the hot water heater blew, and they had no school. So his mom's like, I really need you to have him today. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm so sick. I can't run after a 4-year-old today. Thank the good Lord for my grandparents who absolutely adore him and always want to see him. So they were able to take him Monday. And then Tuesday, they were still closed for him. My brother's brake line went, and it was snowing and sleeting and windy and rainy. It was so cold. And Mike and my brother spent the entire day under the truck. Like, I don't know how either one of them didn't get really sick yet. Like, pneumonia sick. And then I didn't want to have to go to work Tuesday afternoon. We closed for the morning, but we were open in the afternoon, which really sucked. Like, we canceled our early room, and walking with them kids, I felt horrible. Like, oh my God, it was so bad, guys. Like, my little ones who didn't wear their snow boots had their sneakers on, and they were stepping in slush this deep, so it was all the way up their pant legs. And thankfully I had a really small group of only 8 kids, so as soon as we got back to my building, we went into the gym and I had them take their shoes, their socks off, and sit with their feet on the heaters so they could warm up. But that's been like my week. Yesterday was my mom's birthday, so I FaceTimed her with my nephew, so that was really nice. She was happy. And Stanley, he's just as wonderful as ever. And right now, I went to a commitment last night to Friends Hospital, and I went out and like reached out and was like speaking to them about, you know, housing and not giving up on their mental health, and it's not perfect. And I, explained my story with what I'm going through with, the anxiety. And my dad was in AA, and he used to go on the commitments to speak for AA and recovery, and I would go with him sometimes. And I just like felt close to my dad last night, like being there. And my dad used to tease me before we would go. He'd be like, yep, we're gonna get a crazy, like a crazy's gonna be in there and they're gonna get you. And like he'd fuck around. And yesterday, me and the other girl who went were talking, and there was a woman who, she was emotionally not stable and was losing her shit. And I had on my Into the AM hoodie that had all the crosses and the all-seeing eye and like the protection hand, things like this were like all over it. And she was like, devil worshiper, devil worshiper. And when I left, I got my car and I have my locket of my dad, and I'm holding it and I'm like, Dad, I know you did that, like, I'm on to you. So I don't know, I just felt really close to my dad last night, and I know he's very proud of me because I'm proud of myself lately. I have to keep you guys informed on the whole CBD thing. I don't know where I'm at with that yet, so I think I'm gonna make like a whole video on it and then get back to you. But other than that, guys, I hope everyone's having a beautiful Valentine's Day. Remember, everyone knows it's like, oh, it's a made-up holiday, or it's to make money. Every holiday is a made-up holiday, you idiots. Like, Thanksgiving, like, are you only thankful one day a year? No. Do you only love someone one day a year? No. Valentine should be every day, but it is an acknowledgement, and it's not just about loving someone, it's about loving yourself. Like, Self-love. If you don't have somebody, you have you. Hell yeah. Go get your nails done. Go get your toes done. If you don't have money, go out. Something that you enjoy, something that lights your soul up, go do that. If you like painting, go paint. If you like being down at the river and reading, go do something that ignites your soul and stuff for you and better yourself. And it's about self-love and being able to love yourself and then give it back, give it to somebody. Not in that way, like, you know, just let someone know that they're appreciated in your life. If you don't have anyone, appreciate yourself. That's all. Stanley's my Valentine. He actually was like, well, Titi, you're my Valentine and Mommy's my Valentine, so I'll share my Valentine loves with you. So I don't know, I'm just happy, guys. I'm doing well. Really worried about the anxiety thing, but I think I'm finally on the right road to get a specialist and stuff like that. But all right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Stanley.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, open. Hey, check him out. Hit the button. So when you go to... Listen. You got a nighttime prayer bear. Little toys to go with your little poopies and your other stuff.
A heart.
And candy.
And a Paw Patrol.
Yeah, since you like eating breakfast at Titi's table, because Titi has those bowls.
And PJ Masks.
Yeah, now we got them upstairs too. And look at that cup. Guess what it does? Oh my goodness. 3. Oh.